It's lovely.
Okay, so we are here to talk about. We are Dan and Angel, as you know already, but we are here to talk about the actual, like, we are spilling the sweet tea on um, moving from California, leaving California, and moving to South Carolina, like the real deal, the costs of living, and what you think is going to cost one thing, and what might actually be cheaper, be not. I don't know.
Maybe it's the same.
It might be the same. Anyway, so these are straight up real facts, and we're just going to go through the list, because if you're listening to this on audio, you don't have to take notes. We thank you for being here. And if you are watching this live or on replay, we thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I'm Angel. This is Dan. We are your GenX Realtors in Charleston. We would love to help you move here. Call this place home. A call, a text, an email will get that process started, and we can move forward with that.
That's right.
All right. So let's talk about it, Dan. Do we have receipts?
Yeah. I mean, we've been here for what, close to a year and a half?
Yeah. Almost a year and a half.
And
God, that went fast.
And we've lived it, and we know it. And this is coming from the horse's mouth, as
right?
it were.
Okay. So one of the very first things that hit me when we moved here was just how absolutely much I missed WINCO. So we shopped at WINCO, Trader Joe's, and Costco. Those are the top three that we shopped at in California. Yep. And I was so sad to not have WINCO here because I missed my bulk, I missed my cheap prices. I didn't care about having to bag my own stuff. That didn't rock my world. But there was not a time, probably within the first 6 months, that I would be walking through a grocery store going, man, I bet that's cheaper at WINCO.
Well, WINCO has the bulk aisle where if you want to get your Halloween candy, you just weigh it and buy it.
That. I love that, because it was so, like, I didn't want to just hand out the same old chocolate every Halloween. And it just gave me a chance to hand out like different stuff. And they don't have bulk here. There's not one store that we've been to yet that has like the bulk. Maybe Piggly Wiggly. That's the only one I haven't been to.
There you go. And just,
word on the street.
If anything, moved to South Carolina just so you could say Piggly Wiggly with a serious face.
Yeah, let's go down to the Piggly Wiggly.
But here you have like Publix and Harris Teeter's.
Oh, tell them about our Harris Teeter.
Oh, yeah, Harris Teeter. They have I want to say a bar in the grocery store.
Straight up, bar and live music. While you're looking at, crab legs, you can be rocking out to some live tunes.
Yeah.
It's legit. And you don't even you're like, is that live music here? I'm in the grocery.
Yeah, it's weird.
What on earth? And then, Harris Teeter.
We've got Aldi, which is, budget friendly, but maybe not as organized as WINCO.
Aldi tries. People, there are people that live and die by Aldi, by the way. And I'm like, I can't figure it out. But whatever. We might have to if there's no WINCO. WINCO, come to South Carolina.
I know.
And that's, Publix is on every corner. Kind of like Vaughn's, or what's the other big one? Ralph's in California. Like, those are on every corner. Same thing. Publix is here. Like, if a new development is coming, they're like, Publix will be here in spring of 2020, whatever. Like, Publix is like the grocery store here. Started in Florida, so now they're moving their way up and around. Not that they're a new store by any stretch, but Harris Teeters are not as popular. But in all cases, the groceries are not as cheap. Straight up, not as cheap. But we have real plastic bags here, if that counts for anything.
Well, and you don't pay 10 cents a bag. Hello.
Yeah. So there you go.
The bags are free.
Yeah. So and they don't care. They'll put a freaking gallon of milk.
Yeah. One thing. It's like, here's your top ramen packet in a bag.
I have to tell them.
Here's your second top ramen packet in a bag. It's like, dude, just throw them all in one.
Yeah. I have to tell them. But can you fill the bags, please? Like, I don't need to walk out with 122 of these things. Like, we can do this in 7 if you're just strategic about it. And I love that they're like real old school plastic bags. All right. So groceries, not cheaper, but you have many options. And there's still Trader Joe's and there's still Costco, but
if you want to drive a lot.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live.
And guess what? You are driving a lot here, which seems odd.
Which segues beautifully into point number 2, which is gas And here's the beautiful news. It's cheaper, potentially half priced.
Easy. I think we paid $2.62 the other day. $2.62.
Last week I paid $2.45 a gallon.
He has the apps. He's a big app.
There's when I moved here, I started in my notes, I put down all the gas stations, and there was like 12 to 15 companies, gas stations out here in South Carolina. So it's crazy.
I have yet to see a Chevron here.
No.
Is that just a California thing? Well, they're even leaving California. But anyway, yeah, there's Parker's and Citco and what else?
Parker's is comparable as Sully's. So if you have a Sully's where you live in California,
yeah,
that's what Parker's is like.
And Sully's was a Chevron in Bakersfield, where we moved here from. That was also Chevron. So I haven't seen a Chevron. I just thought of that. Yeah, lots of Shell, Shell gas station. And the good news about the gas being cheaper is because you're going to be driving a lot more. Like it'll tell you, it being maps will say it's 36 miles. And then when you look at the time, because I'm always trying to beat Google, I'm like, oh yeah, sure. It'll say 52 minutes. I'm like, it's 36 miles.
Yep.
That should take me a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. And why is it taking? Tell everybody why, Dan.
Circuitous routes.
They don't have it. In real estate, we learn lot, block, right? California is lot and block, like left. Everybody's a square, and then meets and bounds is like larger. That's what this is. It's a meets and bounds area. It's not lot and block. So lot and block meaning like you go north. And then you make a right at the Shell station and
go east.
Yeah, go down the street. Don't tell me I'm not Lewis and Clark, but like just tell me what to turn right on and I'm going to turn it. But anyway, it's very, like you said, circuitous. So sometimes you have to go like over a bridge or through
windy roads. You got to go around to get to. Like we had friends of ours that were talking about going to this place, and it's like, oh, it's like looks like it's 2 minutes when you're looking at a map, but then because it's islands in the Charleston area
and water,
you're having to go like 40 minutes around
to
get to this 2 mile away place.
Yes. And that's why it says 52 minutes, because you have to go not necessarily through like a small town, although sometimes you have to, but it's not a straight lot and block, drive down, make a left, you're there. It's just not how it works here. Got waters and bridges.
We found John Robinson's barn when we moved here. And you have to go around it.
That's one of the things I always say is I'm like, I have to go around John Robinson's barn and back. So the good news is the gas is cheaper. The bad news is you're going to be driving a lot more, which I know that sounds weird coming from California, being it's a giant state, but everything felt 10 to 15 minutes away. Here, it's 10 to 15 minutes just to the grocery. So like pack your patience. And also, sorry, did I cut you off?
No.
Costco is only in Mount Pleasant and West Ashley. We live in Summerville. So it's a 45-minute drive just to get to Costco. Not to mention your trip in Costco and then back home. So like, again, if you're not buying and moving here and moving to the Charleston area, you're going to move to the suburbs like we did. Just prepare. It's air quotes coming. The new Costco is coming to the suburbs, but nobody knows when, where, and how.
Yep. And if you're going to go run errands, do multiple errands and map it out so that you're making one trip to do all the things. Because you don't want to have to go to Home Depot and be like, oh, shoot, I forgot to go to the bank. And you got to leave from your house and go to the bank.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, shoot, I need to go to the grocery store. And then you got to go to the grocery store. Do it all in one trip so that you're saving your peace of mind.
I mean, our community that we live in is 8 miles off of the freeway. So it's not like you're just getting off the freeway and everything is there. Everything is there if you live in one of those places right off the freeway. But if you have if you're part of one of these larger master plan communities, they're not plunked right next to the freeway on purpose. So you got to drive to your community, then you got to drive to Home Depot and drive.
Yeah.
It's fine though. Podcasts and music and cheap gas make it all worthwhile.
Yeah, and side note,
Cha-ching.
You know, you get charged 35 cents just to have the privilege of pumping gas. They don't do that here.
That makes you insane.
So I can get gas 5 times a day, and I'm just going to pay for the gas.
His blood would boil in California when that would come up. You have to pay 35 cents just to get the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So doesn't happen here. So groceries, no WINCO. They're not cheaper here. Gas is cheaper here. You're driving more. All
Yep.
right, let's move on.
Oh,
Yes.
you know what this would be a great time for?
GenX fun fact.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. All right. So if you're new here, bear with me. If you're not, this is when Dan brings a GenX fun fact, because we have 70s tunes and 90s grunge floating around in our head. And so he tries to stump me because I have a lot of it. I had a lot of free time as a kid, as most of us Generation X people did. And so, and he usually can't. Although there's been a couple of times that I've been like, what? But let's go, Dan. What have you got for me this week?
Okay. I'm taking it back a little bit.
All right.
You know, everybody knows, well, everybody should know that Star Wars came out in 1977, and that's the one year that everybody remembers. It was like, oh man, greatest year for movies in the history of time. But what about 1978?
What movie came out?
Well, it's not, well, a lot of movies came out, but what were the top 3 movies of 1978?
Oh gosh.
You have 3 chances to be a hero.
Can I have a hint? I'm just supposed to randomly. It wasn't Rocky. Rocky was 77. Or maybe not.
I don't know.
It wasn't Rocky.
It's not Rocky.
It's not Jaws.
Nope.
78. Okay, I need a genre. I need an actor. I need something. Give me.
One of them was a you know, since we're into all this Marvel and DC and all that, one of them.
Superman.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
I got one.
Christopher Reeve, the first Superman.
Oh, he was so handsome. He was so handsome. All right. So, can I have another hint?
Another one was a musical.
Grease?
Yes, ma'am.
You're the one that I want. Okay.
And
we really should not have been watching that movie as an 8-year-old. Anyway,
we'll talk about that in another video. We'll have an after hours.
Yeah.
And then the third one took place in a college.
Belushi. What is it? John Belushi.
You can do it.
I'm a zit. And he would spit the food.
Yep.
Animal House.
Hey, correct.
Yay.
With Grease. Here you go. With Grease being the top grossing movie of that year. But can I tell you
So it's Grease, Superman, and Animal House.
Those are the top 3.
Okay.
But can I tell you some other movies that came out at that time?
Okay. Also in 78?
Yes.
Okay. Make it quick.
Every Which Way But Loose.
You turn me every which way but loose.
I mean, if a movie with Clint Eastwood and orangutan.
Winning.
They wouldn't dare do that today.
And
they would ruin it.
Who was his buddy in the big rig?
The orangutan.
No, his cohort. Or what am I thinking of?
You're thinking of something else.
I'm thinking of
Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Eastbound and down.
You were close. With one of your guesses, 1978, Jaws 2.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't get enough.
They didn't kill enough people
from Jaws 1.
First time.
Heaven Can Wait.
Oh gosh.
1978.
Warren Beatty. Why do we know this?
Speaking of Burt Reynolds, Hooper.
I don't remember Hooper.
Hooper was like the.
Was he a boxer?
No, It was the guy before Fall Guy.
Oh.
It was a stuntman movie. Halloween.
No,
the first one.
No, don't do creepy. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep. Up in Smoke.
Oh, Cheech and Chong.
Yep. And that's what I got.
Love it. Well done.
What you can do is you can schedule a movie night with all your Gen X friends, and you pick a year and you just run with all the best movies.
Pull them out of a hat. You got them all ready to go.
Yeah.
Because now nobody owns them. You're just going to stream them.
That's right.
Oh boy. All right. So back to our list of what to expect when you move here compared to California when you move to South Carolina. Let's go, Dan. Number 4.
The next one, no, it's actually number
3.
3.
Okay, go.
Is property taxes.
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. So when we lived in California, we were paying like $5,000 a year for property taxes. And we moved to South Carolina. We got our tax bill. Well, first of all, we got the wrong tax bill because we didn't know that we had to register ourselves as the primary homeowners. So it was taxing us at a rental rate. But when we got it all fixed, it was about $1,700 compared to $5,000.
Now, for those of you that have no idea what we're talking about between the different rates, we have a video about property taxes. We'll put the link to that in the description below. But essentially, South Carolina has two different tax rates, one for your primary residence and one for any investment property.
Yeah.
And anybody that buys a home here that we help, just so you know, and this is our job, is it defaults or they default to the 6%. You have to go to the county after we close on your property and let them know, no, this is my primary residence. I'm going to live here. Then they move it to the 4%. We also didn't know that.
Well, and thank goodness South Carolina is very friendly because they retroactively adjusted our property taxes.
Yes.
So even though we paid a boatload of money, like $6,000, we got a majority of it back,
Yes.
which was a huge
Dream.
blessing.
Yeah. So just know that going in, A, we're going to watch out for it for you when we work together. But then B, there are two different tax rates. So if you are looking to invest here, you will pay 6%. If you are looking to buy and own a home here, it will be 4%. But yes, and it's still cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And on the topic of property taxes, our next point is, believe it or not, there's car property taxes in South Carolina.
That's crazy.
So it seems weird and doesn't make a lot of sense, but just think of it as it's the annual registration for your vehicle, but it's just billed differently. That's it.
But we still pay registration.
Right. So you'll pay property taxes on your vehicle every year. It's based on the assessed value of your vehicle. And the beautiful thing about it is that as your vehicle depreciates, your property taxes on your vehicle goes down. So every year that cost is cheaper.
I wonder what they're going to do for electric cars.
Electric cars, you pay more, because when I was talking to the county, they were saying that electric vehicles pay more for registration.
Okay.
So
there you go.
And then every other year you pay a car registration, but the car registration is like on average $40.
I think our daughter's car in California for her car registration was like $297, and she drives like a 2013 car. Like, we're not talking a brand new car. $297.
Yeah.
Compared to $40. Sign me up.
Right.
So, yes. Now, the other thing to keep in mind, in California, it's very sunny, like it is here. We've talked about that before. Roughly 216 days of sun here. Depending on where you are in California, you might have a comparable number. So with that, solar is all over the state of California and Arizona, depending on where you're watching from. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. I'd love to know, because we're talking to former Californians, because that's who we are. And we were on the fence about if we were going to stay or we were going to go, and we needed to find a video like this one. But if you're watching in maybe Arizona, solar's there too. But like if you're watching in Arizona or Nevada or, Ohio, feel free. Let us know in the comments, because I want to know where you guys are watching from. And if you're watching from South Carolina, the comments have a lot to do with, they say things like, go home and we're full. And just move right along. If you're reading those comments, just move right along. We're here. We're happy. And it doesn't matter who we voted for. That's why we're
moving here to make the state better.
Yeah. We're not moving here to bring our blue policies, air quotes here. That's what they take, your blue and go back. I'm like, oh, we left the state. Anyway, all that to say, back to the utilities. Not a lot of solar here. There is solar here. I'm not going to tell you but the amount of it is significantly less than what you see in California, because utilities are less. here.
Oh yeah. I mean, on a huge scale. And
Huge.
in other videos, I've talked about the specifics of the price differences, but suffice it to say, in our old home in California during the summer months, we could pay anywhere from $400 to $600 a month for electricity. And there was 1 month in 2025 where our bill was over 200. It was like 221.
Was
And
that a summer month?
yes.
Okay.
And that's keeping the house between 72 and 75 all the time. So it's awesome here. The electricity is just as good. Like everything works the same.
All the lights are on.
Yeah. The refrigerator still runs.
Both of them. We have one in the garage.
We don't have to crank anything to get it to work.
Yeah.
It's,
No, and I think honestly, like as somebody, obviously we're realtors, we work from home a lot, we're on the internet a lot. So we need to, and we're not the only ones. I mean, there's a whole work from home
oh man,
demographic.
There's people that relocate to South Carolina and still keep their job because they were doing it in their home and they're just moving it to a different location.
Yes. And so I think that bodes very well for somebody that is thinking about moving here and that does work from home and is wondering like, okay, well, I'm going to be on the computer all day. I'm going to have lights on all day, whether it's, daytime or nighttime. Like it's not as expensive here. It's just not. And, again, we made a video. If you want to go to our playlist, you can see we've done videos on property taxes. We've done videos on setting up your house. Like we have full blueprints to help you set up your house just to kind of prove the point of like, we did it. We're here for you. Yep. We've done it. You can do it.
Just a quick example, in California, I was paying about $115 a month for internet because we needed a faster upload speed. But to put that in perspective, we were going from like 10 megabits per second upload speed to 20. So we were doubling it. Whereas here we're paying $75 and we're getting up to 500 megabits per second upload speed, which is like 250 times better, or whatever the math is.
Don't make me do math.
It's better, significantly better, and it's very affordable.
Well, and I think those are the things that people want the nuts and bolts on, and that's what we're here to help you with, is to just be straight up. We're not gatekeeping. We're giving it to you straight facts. Our house is about 2,200 square feet. We like he said, we like it cold. We have a YouTube channel, so we are on the internet a lot. We have phones. Our house is not any different than anybody else's, but we don't have kids on iPads, but we do have multiple. You know what I'm saying? Like our house is not extra. We're pretty much middle of the road, just like everybody else. So if you have a fixed income, those are the things that we'll be able to, help you set up and get the best bargain for your deal. But just moving here is the bargain. That's the takeaway from that whole point. But the other thing go ahead. I'm sorry, you were getting ready to say something. Go ahead. The other thing that we had them in California, and we have them in California, are HOAs. The amount of HOAs in this community, in this area, is more of a rule, not an exception. A property will stand out more that it's not in an HOA. Yeah. So that fee, whether you want to pay it or not, is going to be part of your purchase. It's going to be something that you're going to need to budget for, because some of them are really, really extensive. And then depending on the size of your community, they have more people to spread it amongst. So it's lower. And if it's a condo that you're buying, there's other fees involved if it's a condo. So sometimes when you move to another state, you don't know, oh, okay, I wasn't planning on an HOA, or I didn't understand what the HOA gave me, a pool and a pickleball court. Okay, but then what? But the HOA, obviously we're realtors. We're going to tell you an HOA is going to help you with your ROI, your return on your investment, to help ensure that your money is there when you go to sell. So,
well, to make sure that your neighborhood's kept up.
Yes.
The benefit of the HOA is that there are standards, and if houses aren't meeting those standards, they've got cars parked in the yard. Yeah. They're not mowing the lawn.
Right.
It's going to be called out and corrected.
Yeah.
So that's one of the benefits.
Yeah. And you have, we always recommend, as much as people say, I don't want to go. You've got to go to your HOA meetings. Good gravy. You've got to go. So all that to say is, like, if you are in an HOA in California, good. You'll probably end up in one here in South Carolina. If you're not in one, expect to fall in love with the house here that will probably have one. That's just the nature of where we are. And if you aren't expecting that, we're here to tell you it's here, but it's not a deal breaker. It doesn't have to be a deal breaker.
Yeah, we can meet with you and see if that's
Yeah.
on the table or not. Because we can find you a neighborhood that does not have HOAs.
Yes, you can find a 123 Banana Street standalone, but yeah, you're going to be, we're going to need to make sure that you're like, I absolutely want nothing to do with an HOA. And then that narrows the search parameters for sure. Yeah. All doable, but it's more of the rule than the exception that you're going to fall in love with a house that,
And our last point for this live stream is going to be going out to eat.
Raise your hand if you like seafood.
Oh.
Neither one of us are big seafood eaters.
Which begs the question, why did we move to a coastal area where seafood is like one of the number one commodities?
It's sometimes it's 3/4 of the menu. We still find, look at us, we're not starving. Like we find food. But going out to eat is not any cheaper here either. It is, I would say, probably higher in the sense of, especially if you go to Charleston, where there are some really, really nice restaurants. Church and Union.
Church and Union.
Oh, I love that place. And just, I mean, that's just one of many, but they are not cheap. And you're paying for an experience. You're in one of the most beautiful cities in the nation. So like, you're not going to go.
You're not regretting your decision. I'll tell you that.
No, but if you're coming here thinking, oh, our food costs will be less because we don't go out to eat, you're going to want to go out to eat because there's good gravy, even for non-seafood eaters like us.
There's themed places that you can go to. There's specific food categories of places you can go to. And if for those of you that are like, oh, I heard there's no good Mexican food in South Carolina,
we're here to dispute that. Yeah.
False.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. I have found some of the best salsa ever here. It's good. Yeah. There's quite a few restaurants that we could point you to that I've been like, wait, I thought they said it was going to suck here. And it absolutely does not. So that's an added bonus. Like we're helping you out even more. Listen, we know it's a big decision. We were on the fence too. We get it. We tossed and turned about it. And because we weren't sure, we were doing just what you are doing. It's this season of searches. Like November, December, January is like, what are we doing next year?
What's going to be different?
What's going to be different? Are we going to make the move? What's the last day of school? Are we going to have to wait? Can we start early? Do we go for a visit? What? And honestly, yes, and yes, you can do all of that. And we would love to help you because we understand that it can be overwhelming, but we're here to like break it down for you so it's not.
Yep. And we've lived it. We've paid the bills. We've learned the systems. Yeah. And if you want calm, personal, hands-on experience when you're planning to move, you can text us, email us.
Yeah. Call, text, or email. All of it gets it started. And even if you just want to like, pick our brain, which, all you got to do is watch our entire category of videos. Yeah. That's our brain.
We're giving you our brain for free.
That's essentially it. But if you want to talk to us and we would love to talk to you and work out your details of like, okay, we're going to sell in, March, Dan, and we need to know when should we come out and start looking at properties, Angel. Yep. Okay. Well, let's go. We have no problem with that either. So we want to be here for you. And we love it. If you'd like and subscribe, if you're listening again on the podcast, feel free to click the follow button, whatever you're listening on Apple or Spotify. That would be great because then you won't miss. We've got a whole series coming up of this leaving California, moving to South Carolina. We are going to go a little bit deeper into the HOAs probably in the next couple of weeks and tap on some of the other things that we're hearing from you guys and we're seeing on the internet that's like big question marks of like, what? I mean, it's the top 5 states. It's in the top 5 states to move to in the nation. Yep. It's in the top 10 of least taxes to pay. And Summerville, where we're coming to you from, is in the top 5 cities to move to. So like within the top 5 and top 10 is where we're coming to you from. So like take it from us.
Yeah, if you want realtors that are in the top 10.
Yeah, that's us.
in this area. Just clean sweep it.
That's us. And yeah, so that, I mean, we appreciate you being here, and we will wrap this up, but we will see you next week live at 5 on Tuesdays.
Catch you later.
See ya.